thing, guys, if you want to be on the spiritual journey, or you are ready to start doing the work that it takes to become a spiritual person, then you cannot bypass the hard parts. You can't make it look cute, and like the spiritual bypassing that I hear a lot about on TikTok is not going to work. You have to do the hard parts. You have to work through the uncomfortable things. You have to have the hard conversations. You have to release the things that are not serving you. That includes people and close relationships that you've had for a long time. You have to know when it's time to let go. You have to know when it's time to move on. You sometimes have to pick up, like me, and move to a whole new state and leave everything else behind to start all over again. And it is difficult at times. I like to be honest about it. It's not all bad, but there are points and moments that I've had where I didn't feel like doing this anymore. I didn't want to be on the journey anymore. Didn't want to be the one called to do all this work to heal the generational traumas. Like, it's a lot on my shoulders, and sometimes I just don't feel like doing this. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And once you step into that space of awakening, there's really no going back. Once you start seeing things in a different light, once you start opening your eyes to what's actually happening and the traumas around you and the traumas within you, you're not really going to be able to unsee it. So there's no going back. There's no point in wishing that you hadn't started the journey. The point is to move forward. So whatever that looks like for you, do your best to continue to move forward, to continue to push through the uncomfortable parts, to seek out people who can relate to you, to seek out people who are also going through the same thing that you're going through, whether that be in person or online, or people who are a little bit ahead of you in the journey, or even if you've made a few steps in the journey, reaching back and helping people who are just starting out or are curious about it. That always helps me to feel a little bit better when I can share at least a piece of what I've learned with somebody else. So your work is, the work that you're doing is not in vain, and don't give up. Keep going. I know it's difficult sometimes. I know it's hard. I know you want to quit. I know you want to just lay down. I know you want this to stop and you want it to end. But I promise you it does get better. And it's in waves. It's not linear. Healing is not linear, but it is for your highest good. It's for your best good. And you'll be so happy that you did it once you reach different levels and accomplish different things. You're going to look back and be like, I can't believe that I was that person before. Once you get to step back and reflect on all the things that may not have been obvious to you in the past, and you get to a better place, you'll be glad that you did all this work. So just keep pushing, just keep going, don't give up. It's gonna be okay. I know it doesn't feel like it sometimes, but it will be okay.